All right. Well, I guess nobody else is going to join us. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. So I already have my command up. Um, okay, I can still see you guys. So I would say by a show of hands, and I know David, you're pretty technical. Norma, Doreen, how technical do you guys think that you are? Are you non-techie people?
Mm, not not me too much. I struggle, but I get it done on my own. I just look around until I find it.
Oh, okay, good. Doreen, how about you? No? Yes? Maybe? I think when I share my screen, I can't see the comments. So, um, anyways, how I like to go through this is how many of you guys have this cell phone?
Yes.
You guys have a cell phone? What do you use it for?
No, I don't have it. I'm sorry.
No.
Just about everything.
So your cell phone was originally to make phone calls, and then you found you can take pictures, you can check your email. Um, Love the flashlight app, especially when I'm going to have to find something under my son's bed and I can never find an actual flashlight in my house. So the phone has always been my go to. But there's all kinds of things that we use our cell phones for these days.
Everything but talking.
Everything but talking. Yes, absolutely. So the cell phone itself is a platform, and within it has a bunch of different applets that we all use. Facebook, email, camera, texting. Those are all applets within
Mhm.
this one platform that we're using. Command is a platform. And all of these cute little things over here, the home, the contacts, all of this stuff, these are all applets within this one platform that we have access to. That's why I always start this class this way. Because if you think about how good we've gotten with using cell phones, I mean, we can open our cell phone, we know exactly what screen that we're on and where to hit. We move all of our favorite stuff to the front screen and we click on those applets, and that's how we spend a lot of our time is on that phone. So I want you to think of command as the same way. It's one platform with applets in there. And so the applet that we're going to from our home obviously is, and you can click that KW up there and it'll open it up so you guys can see this and not have to actually remember what the pictures mean. So we're going into opportunities. I've already created a partial active opportunity because where I start this class is not going through here, but is actually to show you how to get the commissions tab to open up. So earlier today, I filled out my test, my class one that has $500,000 sales price on it. I have 3% commission. Contract was is today. It's going to close a month later, 9/25. Um, so I already have all of this stuff done. And if you'll see right here, that commission tab is grayed out. We cannot access it. Um, and if you hit the little info button, it says unable to view your commission when, oh, you will be able to review your commission when you have an accepted offer. So then we have to go to the offers tab. And then we are going to, hang on, this box is in the way. We're going to create a new offer and we'll just call this MCA class offer. Oops. And we're going to create that offer. And then this stuff automatically pulled the offer date and the close date from my initial opportunity that I set up. And then we're just going to click on parties and we're going to have the buyer. Please excuse my typing skills today. Remember, being a ninth grader at 7:25 this morning, so I might be wound a little tight, a little tired in the brain, but and then you can fill out all this information. Only the stuff with the asterisk on it is required. For your purposes, for being a real estate agent, you would want the buyer's email and phone number. Probably don't have a fax number. Their location, and they're going to be represented by the buyer's agent. Goodness gracious, email and their phone number. And this was my MCA opportunity. That's the name I named it. It always pulls my old email address, which is fine. It's my phone number. Again, this car is in my way. If you hurry up and copy that down, then you guys always have my phone number. So our sales price, which we know was 500,000 from the prior page. So what is um, no, let's not do that. So I get my math right here. Do this. Financed amount. We'll do. There we go. I'll get it right. Earnest money. You can either enter a percentage. If you don't know what it is, you can just type the amount in here, and it'll automatically fill in that percentage for you, which I thought was a really cool feature. Buyer will give notice termination within, I don't know what you guys standardly do. I don't think it really matters, for me. On this, you can actually type in here the pros and the cons, and a summary of this stuff. And then you can actually send that to your client, which is really a nice feature to have. And then we're just going to save that. And then over here, we accept the offer. As soon as we hit accept, did you see that commission tab go from gray or to ungray itself? So as soon as we accept it, the commission tab becomes available. If we have submitted this particular offer and it did not go through, we can change the response, and we can actually reject that opportunity or that offer, and then we can create another offer. You can have as many offers just by add new offer. You can have as many offers in here as you want. And then if you have more than one offer, you can generate an offer list. At this point with the three dots, we can add a negotiation, we can edit this offer, we can send it, we can remove it. But for our purposes of getting through the commission tab, I need to accept that. And then we just click over here to the commission tab. I'm trying to get the Zoom box out of the way so I'm not blocking anything from you. So up across here, we have the general information. You can click in here and edit anything if something changed. Let's say, the commission rate changed. If it went to 2.5, but I'm going to leave it at 3. I just like the nice round number, 15,000. You cannot change the close date here. You can change the contract date. So maybe if you made a typo in the details, you can change that. To change the closing date, you actually have to go back to your details section here, and you have to hit that little pencil to edit the general information. And here we can change the close date. And back over here, save. And then we can go back to the commission tab. I have a really quick closing date going on here. I got some good people on my side, title companies and whatnot, that'll be able to get it closed that quickly. Do you guys think I'm funny?
Mm.
Anybody? Okay.
I'm smiling.
I know you are, David. You've always enjoyed my silly little humor, and I appreciate you. So that's how you edit the general information in here. Now this is the payment information. And so right now because I created it, of course, obviously in my command, it auto-populated that I'm the real estate agent here. I can go in and edit my payment details in here. So if I wanted to, we don't do E&O, that's why that's blocked out of there. If I wanted to donate to KW Cares and KW Kids, I can add that stuff in here. Bold Scholarship. This is donation. All of this goes to international because there's Bold Scholarships that are given, and we are just donating money to international so that they can give scholarships to people that qualify. And down here at the bottom, extra payment options. And this is where we put in referrals, bonuses, deductions, concessions. So if you were the buyer's agent and the MLS reads 3% minus 295, you're going to add that as a deduction in here. If it is a bonus, like if you're the listing agent and 3% plus 295, you're adding that as a bonus in there. You're simply going to click the add item. You're going to pull this drop down, and then you can see bonus, concession, deduction. Inside referral, you guys are not going to use. We don't do an inside referral. If you're splitting your commission with another agent within your own market center, so like under a roof of St. Pete Beach, you would add them to the commission tab, and I'll show you how to do that. Outside referrals, if you're paying anybody outside our brokerage. So even if you were paying a referral, let's say if I was paying a referral to Doreen, I'm in Keller Williams Gulf Beaches, she's in Keller Williams St. Pete downtown, I would actually add her, or I would actually add her as an outside referral because she's not under the same roof. She's not within my own brokerage. Does that make sense?
Okay.
All right, perfect. So in this case, I'm actually the listing agent. So we'll add a bonus in here. And this is the $295 to the other agent. Here you need to click on split with the market center. Because if you don't do that, it's not calculating the commission the way it needs to. And then your commission tab, the net amount that it shows that you're getting is going to be different than the DAI issue. So the reason why you're splitting any bonus, anything that you charge the other agent, a buyer, a seller, it is commission that is a result of sale of real estate, and it is subject to split with the market center. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to split that with the market center, and we're going to click add. Let's say I do not enjoy paperwork at all. I'm going to add a deduction. Oops, sorry. And let's say I pay a transaction coordinator $300 to do all my stuff. It would either be an SSN or an EIN in here. And then we're going to put TC fee. A lot of the transaction coordinators that we use, I already have their information. And so it's okay if you don't put a tax ID. If it's a new transaction coordinator that we've not worked with, I will need either send me their W-9, upload it in command, or just fill it in here so that we have all that information set up correctly. We'll just put TC company. 3 Corey Avenue. I'm just going to put our market center's address. And and then you're going to click add. And so that way I know to pay your transaction coordinator, and I can actually put that on the disbursement authorization and get them paid at the closing as well.
Okay, I'm confused a little bit. I thought the transaction coordinator or whoever was being hired by the agent was their employee. That's what they had to pay them as. How does that interact with you needing all their payment stuff, and why is it coming out and you paying them?
We have the option to pay a transaction coordinator. The agent should still be, because it's coming from their commission, they still should be issuing their transaction coordinator a 1099 at the end of the year. Because I don't issue 1099s to transaction coordinators, but we don't have a problem paying them at the table.
Okay, I'm just curious. I didn't know that was your responsibility or your part of the process.
No, we issue 1099s, of course, obviously to our agents, and to anybody that has any brokerage that has received a referral.
I understand the referrals. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm just going to save those changes there. And then as you can see, here's the 295 bonus. Oops, right here. The commission. This is the royalty that is paid to Keller Williams. You also hear it called our franchise fee. It is 6% up to $3,000, and you can see that cap here says $3,000. So, and the actual, and because I'm not an agent, I haven't paid into royalty. The commission split is at 30%. So if I was an agent, I'm on a 70-30 split. This is the company dollar that is being paid to Keller Williams, and that is capped at $18,000. Additional deductions, 330. So I have the $10 to KW Cares, $10 to KW Kids, and $10 to the Bold Scholarship, plus the $300. That's that 330 that's sitting there.
Okay, so the question,
Yes.
the additional deduction then is taken after. So you take the full amount of the commission, you take the royalty and the company split, and then we take the additional deduction after all of that. That's something that is not deducted from the total, but it's deducted from the amount that the agent is getting.
Correct. The deductions will be deducted from your commission after you pay the royalty and company dollar to Keller Williams.
Okay, perfect.
The only time that does not happen is, so let me go in here. So if I was to, we'll just say that I'm the buyer's agent and I'm adding a deduction of $295, and this would be per the MLS. To other agent.
Costs and stuff like that is above the line. Options like the last three are below the line.
Yeah. So this system, so the command system doesn't allow for me to actually put stuff before the split with Keller Williams, as far as a deduction. And so the MLS fee that's going to the other agent, or transaction fee to the other agent, is showing up down here as a deduction. And that's why it's important when you're adding deductions that you tell us exactly what they're for. So a TC fee is a deduction. It's a cost of you doing business. It's going to come in after the splits with Keller Williams. The MLS fee, we actually, in my system, I move it up before the split with Keller Williams. Because our thoughts on it is that that's part of commission, and that's money that you're not getting. So we're not going to charge you royalty and company dollar on money that you're not receiving, because that is a part of the commission. So we actually have to, in my system, I have to physically move that number to reduce your gross commission before the splits with Keller Williams. And then everything else is a deduction after the split with Keller Williams. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. The ad co-broker payment, this actually doesn't do anything affecting the commission itself. This is just stating that the co-broker is so-and-so, this is how much they're getting, whether it was 3.5% or 2%, especially if you're the listing agent. If you're offering the same or if it's less, you can put that in there, but it doesn't affect your commission. We don't require it because we don't pay other brokerages on our disbursement authorizations. It is
Okay.
it is a way for you to keep track of who the agent is on the other side, so that potentially you could look to see if you're consistently doing deals with one agent, and how those transactions are working for you. You know, if you guys work well together, it could be a potential opportunity to have a conversation with them about possibly joining Keller Williams and get them in your downline and grow your profit share tree. And then you could get free money on the 21st of every month.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, I got me some free money on the 21st. Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Here, add another agent. So like I talked about, we don't do an inside referral because Norma is in my market center. And I believe that might be, I don't know if it's Jill, I don't know if it's Jill Helgren but since I know for sure Norma is an agent in my office. And so if her and I were going to split this transaction, if you notice up here, so we have the 15,000, the total units are 1. Units always have to total 1. Now between agents, we can split that however we want. And that works especially for teams and some of our larger teams that are splitting 3, 4, 5 ways
Okay.
between their agents. But this will always read as 1. So when you add another agent, and so I'm going to search for Norma. There she is. And I'm going to give her half of this commission. I'm going to click on that and tell it to calculate it. Or if you don't know if it's a weird split like 0.375, or you're not sure what the split is, splitting that unit, but you know what the dollar amount is that you're giving the other agent, you can type that in there as well. You're supposed to be able to type it in there. You're supposed to type it in there, and it's supposed to work both ways. I don't know, I'm not sure why it's not.
Just type it in, don't calculate the commission.
And it will automatically do the split. Okay, we'll see. I don't know that it will, David. Maybe it did.
It was just a guess.
Thank you. Okay, so then you see right here underneath the submit excess agent commission. So what has happened is that we have 15,000 in commission. I show that I'm getting 15,000 in commission and that Norma's getting 7,500. So this system is not going to let me to submit because I am over in commission, and it will do the same thing if you're under in commission. And so I need to go back and edit my details, and we'll do a half and tell it to recalculate. Save it. Remaining balance. So because I didn't put that unit number in Norma, we have that as 0. It actually wants me to go in there and put the half. And then all my cute little error messages all went away. Let's see. So let's go back in here and edit. And here, when you go back and edit, so you can, I can edit that if I typed in the wrong amount or something got negotiated lower, I can remove it altogether. There. Same thing here. So we can remove all of that stuff, or we could just edit it. If we were going to pay a referral to another brokerage in here, it is as an outside referral, 25%. Here, it definitely asks for the tax ID because, like I said, Keller Williams actually issues 1099 to brokerages that we have paid out referral fees to. Test. No one. 263 Avenue, St. Pete Beach. My phone number. 72756. And we'll add that, and we'll save the changes. Come on, Command, you can do it. Maybe Command doesn't like me giving all my money away. I've given half of it to Norma. I'm going to give 25% to some test site at Keller Williams.
They shouldn't care. They're getting their money either way.
Yes.
Well, actually, so I've given half of it to Norma. 25% comes off the top. So because that's off the top, Keller Williams is actually getting less than company dollar royalty because I keep giving all my money away. So I'm not sure why that wouldn't stay.
I don't. 25% off the top. I thought both, unless she was capped, unless Norma's capped, then they're not. They're going to get their money, right?
Well, they're going to get their money from Norma, absolutely, but they're not getting as much from me. Maybe that's why they didn't like it, but it held in here, so $37.50 has come off of that, and at the end of the day, I'm getting $4,363.80. So, and Norma's getting $4,800. Good job, Norma.
I like it.
All right. Over here is the summary. So we have the 15,000, we have that 295 bonus, the royalty and the commission, the $30 additional deductions, and that again was the KW Cares Kids and Bold. This is what's being paid to agents. The breakdown is the $4,363 to me and the $4,800 to Norma. The additional deductions were the $595. If there's something, if you want to add a note, if there's like maybe something really weird going on with the way the commission was calculated, if there's just anything that you think it's important for the MCA to know before they create the disbursement authorization, you can type it here. If you just want to say, hi, I think you are the best, you can add a note. And then you can edit and remove it. If you're getting too gushy to your MCA, and you want like, no, that's too much. That's just way too much love. You can remove it. And then you just click submit. It confirms, yes, I'd like to donate. Oh, actually, this is for Norma. And you can actually put no, not at this time. I'm not sure where these defaults come from. I guess you can click on whichever you want. The other. So you can click on whatever you want, or you can click no, not at this time. It's just a quick little reminder. If you didn't do it in the edit agent details, you could do it here. No pressure, obviously, right? To donate to KW. Hit apply. And then you'll get this little message, your commission is under review by your MCA. And at that point, you can no longer go back in here and make any changes. If while it's under review, if you need something changed, you can shoot the MCA an email and ask them to return that commission opportunity to you, and you can go in and make whatever changes you need to and resubmit it. Once we have created a disbursement authorization, you can't make any changes in there at all, ever again. I cannot make any changes in there either, ever again. You would then just have to either call, or the best way usually is just to send an email and say, hey, sales price was lowered to X amount of dollars, commission rate was lowered to X amount of dollars. My transaction coordinator is feeling really generous and she's going to do this transaction for free. So can you deduct that transaction? Whatever you need change, just email your MCA for it. Does that sound good?
Sounds like we shouldn't make any mistakes.
Well, we are human, and you saw how many typos I was making, so I'm in definitely no place to judge. Oh, the other thing that I did not go over was concessions. There was a tab in there for, I can actually get in here real quick. Let me return this. So I'm actually going to return this. You forgot something. So it's simple as that. I can return it. It shows the status as returned. And here's a little note that you guys left me. I can see that. So I'm going to go back into my command, back into my opportunities. This is my guy. Yep, have to get paid class.
Mm-hmm.
Click over to commissions. If I'm scooting around here too fast, just slow me down, because sometimes I forget. And so here's the note. Your MCA, I think that's a very harsh word, rejected your commission for the following reasons. You may just say returned your commission. So anyways, concessions. So that is any amount of money that you've agreed to reduce your commission by on behalf of your buyer or seller. You decided that you were going to pay for the home warranty. If there was some unforeseen repairs and both agents have come together and negotiated, so we're each going to give up $1,500 of our commission to make the deal work, that is considered a concession. And so I'm doing my due diligence by letting you know all concessions have to be approved by your team leader. And that way we can take it off the top, meaning that if we take it off the top, we don't charge or we reduce your gross commission so you're not paying company dollar and royalty on it. For some reason, which I don't think I've ever seen a team leader not approve a concession, then it becomes a deduction. And so I'm going to come down here to add item. I'm going to add a concession of $1,500. And see, here's the questions. Is the concession on the closing statement? It should be. Is it off the top? Meaning, is it off the top of your commission? So we're reducing it before you're charged company dollar and royalty. And this is where the team leader's approval comes in. And you're going to put yes. Is the market center paying? Nope, sorry, we are not going to.
That's the old above the line terminology.
Above the line, below the line, yeah. We'll use that in our financial world for P&L. And so then here you can see the concession of $1,500. But that's what that concession line is for. I've seen people put MLS fees, the fee for the MLS in there, and that's not what that line's for. Because we consider that as a part of your commission. This is you actually giving your commission away.
Okay, so we put concession.
And you would just shoot an email to Kristen or Rachel and just say, you know, whatever happened, whatever reason why you've had to negotiate down your commission to make the deal work. Because giving up $1,500 is better than giving up $15,000. That's why I've never seen a team leader reject a concession for the fact, we want you to be paid, but we also want to make sure that we potentially maybe have that coaching opportunity, because as we track concessions, then we can actually show you how much money on these deals that you're giving away, and we want to try to not have that happen as best we can. But we understand that some things come up and the deal will absolutely fall apart if both agents don't contribute to whatever repair or whatever's going on. So
Good. I
that's what the
learned something
concession
there.
line is. I'm sorry, Norma, what was that?
I learned something there. So I just changed what I did in mine because
Okay.
I didn't use the concession option, so I didn't give me the opportunity to see that that was going to be included in the closing statement.
Right. So
Okay.
we made that change. We added the concession because we had to renegotiate after we originally submitted. MCA returned it. You made the change, and then just make sure you submit again. And it's going to update that, and now it's back under my review. You guys have any questions? Do I need to show you, go through any other parts of it again?
I have a question. In the summary, um, the question that I have is when you have both sides, seller and buyer,
Ah,
and it allows you only to enter one, but you put the total amount somewhere. But in the summary, it shows only one side, it doesn't show the total.
that is correct. So you have to think about, I'm going to go reject this so I can show you what I have asked agents to do. And I can return it without saying a note. I just like being cute and funny. So the way command works, the purpose of it is, let me get back to commissions. So you have, so from your dashboard, let's go back here. From here, this is your dashboard here, your goals, things of that nature. In your opportunities, you have your listings and your potential and probable income from listings and from buyers, from lease deals. And this shows everything. So I'm doing really well, I think, for somebody without a real estate license. I have 5 listings and 1 buyer. I'm doing awesome. The whole point of what it's doing is it's tracking your listings, and then it's tracking your buyers, and it's tracking your lease deals. And so you can see quickly at a glance where the majority of your money's coming from. Are you working really heavy with buyers, but you're trying to be a listing agent? And so you can see where those opportunities are. If they allowed you to kind of lump it all in together, you wouldn't be able to track the two. So knowing how many listings you have, how many buyers you have, and actually where those people are coming from, because you're putting things in there. I mean, was this a sphere of influence? Was a referral? Was it just anybody that, was it a cold call? Was it a walk-in on floor time? So you track where you're getting your leads from. And then you're also tracking your conversion rate. Are you really good at converting listings, but you're not really good at doing buyers, and you want to work with more buyers? It shows you where those opportunities and those training opportunities come in. However, I know I get that you guys are busy, and most of the time you don't want to be doing this paperwork and all this stuff to begin with, let alone have to do it twice. So creating a listing opportunity and then creating a buyer opportunity for the exact same property. Believe me, I get it. going on? Come on, command. Here we go. So what I can tell you to do, if you are not concerned about the reporting or the tracking of it, in here when you actually, sorry, I'm gonna have to go back. So in your details, when you open this up, nope, sorry, not here. No, it should be here. Yeah. Commission rate, I didn't go down far enough. So you have both sides of the transaction, put 6% in here and save. And then in your commission tab, it's going to be 6%. Total units are still 1.
Okay, now I got it.
I haven't tried this. I want to load myself. Because you're already on there. The only thing that we've been able to figure out to do is that you're going to put 6% commission, and then you're going to have to come in here into the notes and then tell us, I have, sorry, of the transaction. And usually the 6% kind of clues us in, just in case it doesn't. I have both sides of the transaction. We'll see that note. So then when we import this opportunity into our Winmore system, Winmore being the system that creates the DAs, we will know to make sure that we tell it that you have both the listing and the sale, that it's 2 units. You have 1 unit for the list and 1 unit for the buy. Right now, this is the best option we have to do this.
Okay.
It's just tell us, just put the 6% and tell us it's both sides. So we ensure that you get credit for both sides.
Okay.
Okay. And because of that, I would need to change that to 15. And then come down here and change it to 15 as well. We like double-sided in a transaction. We get way more money, don't we, Norma?
Okay. I just submitted, yes.
Yeah, now we're splitting 30,000 instead of 15,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy day. Happy dance. Okay, so that's how we handle both sides of the transaction.
Okay.
Because if you're submitting 2 transactions, if you're sitting the list and the buy, and especially, so let's say like Lindsay in downtown, they've got a lot of transactions going on down there. She may not remember. It's like, oh, I did this DA last week for Norma at the same property address. She's just going to issue the DA, and then you have 2 DAs for the same property.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Anything else that I can go through with you guys?
No, I really appreciate. I was trying to submit mine, but it keep giving me error message. But now I thought it wasn't fair to keep asking you when I never took the class. But now with whatever you said, I explained. It was explained really nice, and I just submitted, and you had it on your side, and it's no more error message. So thanks a lot for your guidance.
Oh, you are very welcome, and Norm, don't worry about it. I appreciate you. For asking questions. And I'm sorry, I could not, when I share the screen, I can't see the chat box.
Okay. It doesn't give you the chat option. I don't know why.
Yeah, I can see it now. Once I stopped sharing the screen, I could see the chat box. And I think I answered Jill's question, who logged off where you get the MLS fee. I did do that.
Take the chat box and move it over to your second screen. It'll be there.
Oh, what?
Can you take the chat box when you open up and move it over to the second screen?
Yeah, I'm not sharing the screen now, so I can actually see it.
I meant before you get, when you get started, before you put your screen up, put your chat box in the second screen, and then when you pull it up, it should still be there.
Oh, okay. Oh, that would be great. Thanks. You guys do know this is my first time teaching on Zoom.
Really?
Really. I mean, I've been on Zoom a lot. I've never actually taught a class on Zoom. So.
You did great.
Oh, thank you. So you guys were my guinea pig class.
Oh, what? Good.
I'll wait till you stop recording because to ask another question I have.
Let's see. Stop recording.